I've always wanted to say this. Hello everyone, welcome to our Victorian empty house tour. Come on in. So we're currently in our empty mid-terrace house in London, and I'm going to give you an empty house tour. Maggie's with me, so if you hear some pitter-patters, Zara's behind the camera, and also the fire alarm battery needs changing, so if you hear some beeping, that's what it is. It's also very cold in here. We've just put the heating on, we've just got here, so hence the hat. And yeah, I am going to link the video where I announced buying this house in the description box and also up in the top corner, so you guys can find out the whole process of us buying this house and finding out more about it. But this is a 3-bedroom mid-terrace Victorian property with beautiful character. I'm going to pop some overlays throughout the video, and yeah, we love it. It's absolutely stunning. So you're currently in the hallway and it's all been painted white. It was a rental before it was ours, and yeah, this is the hallway. It's not overly wide, but it is incredibly tall, which is classic of a Victorian house. It's something that we really wanted, and it was kind of like it wasn't like a non-negotiable, but it's something that we will prioritise when we're searching. So there is 2 main entrances into the living room, dining room, I'm going to say, but come on through. So this is the living room. I'm 6'1", and the ceilings are huge. Sorry it's really echoey, but this is why we really wanted this property, because it's not big by any means. We're sitting at about 1,200 square feet, but the height of the ceilings gives you the idea that it is bigger, which is obviously, again, something that we absolutely fell in love with when we viewed this property. The ceiling rows and the cornicing, all original, so we were told, and it's in such good condition, it's a miracle. The fireplace currently doesn't work, but that is something that we're going to love to get reinstated. That's something that we, again, really wanted, and it has an active flue, so we need to check whether this is usable. We need to have a little look up and check. So yeah, fingers crossed, that'll all be fine, but that will have to be confirmed in the future.
So we've got a builder dog on our hands. She is obsessed.
So this is Maggie's second time in this property, so she's still getting to grips with it, but we're in all day today because we've got wood flooring arrived. Again, I'll talk about that in a bit. So yeah, this is the living room. Beautiful bay window. We're not going to shut out the window because we haven't got any curtains up, and we obviously want to just keep where we move to, you know, a bit private. But this is north facing, and the garden is south facing, so it's a journey. So anyway, that's the living room. Come on through. This is the second part of the living room that, again, is classic of this era of property. Usually, this would either be a wall or there would be doors that would lead to and from. So this obviously had been removed. Properties that we viewed had the doors. Some properties that we viewed actually had the wall in its full.
Yeah, there was that one with the doors. That was strange.
Yeah, we have got loads of ideas. I'm going to do that in a completely separate video running through things that we're considering doing. But for now, welcome to what we're going to have as our library. So this is the second addition to the living room, and as you know, Zara and I love to read. This is, I can't even believe we say this out loud. Yeah. This is going to be our library snug. Yeah, so essentially what we're thinking about doing, I know it's not going to do this in a future video, but big bookcases all the way at the full height of the ceiling.
We all know that we have enough books to fill this.
We've just been packing, I think we packed them at 6.
I thought it was 6, yeah, 6 boxes filled with books.
Incredible. The wood floor, again, it's solid wood. We could potentially look to give this a sand if we're not keen on the orangeness, the warmth, but currently we love it. And fingers crossed one day we'll maybe get a piano in here, a bar.
These are the rooms that need the least structural work. This is just aesthetic mainly.
Yeah. Things like these wall sconces are not great. They hang off the wall, so not fantastic, but really good that there's already wired in. So come to the kitchen now, which
Would you like to say how big the kitchen is? Do you know?
No.
It's a 23-foot kitchen.
Up until this point, I was a bit like, what's so special about this property? The kitchen and the garden is what sold this for us.
Did it set it for you, Maggie?
Come on through. So this is the kitchen.
Coming through the hallway.
Yeah, I will show you through the hallway in a second. Here we go. Look at the size of this. So this is a U-style kitchen, and it's south facing, so the window is letting in so much natural light, which if you've watched my videos for a long time, you'll know that we never had this in our flat because our flat was north facing, it had a huge canopy over it, so it's just really grey and just dark. Whereas the natural light is going to make cooking videos so much nicer. We have a hob with an integrated oven. We've just popped the washing machine and the dishwasher on just to give them a run through because this has been vacant. We have a fridge, an integrated fridge freezer. Priorities. Diet Coke.
Sugar and dehydration, rehydration.
Yeah, exactly. And then the freezer is underneath. Again, not in the best nick. We're currently missing some drawers, which is not great, but that's alright.
I mean, we're slowly finding
Yeah.
that the former tenants probably weren't as respectful as we are in our flat.
The kickboard was just getting jammed into the dishwasher, and I pulled the kickboard out and there was empty Tupperwares, forks, spoons, bowls, just old used crammed underneath. So I dragged all that out, we gave it a quick hoover. We're thinking plans ahead as well. Maybe this won't remain as a fridge, obviously with what I do, cook it online. We might just make this into a big double larder, but ta-da! Additional storage, hello, pantry. Can we call this a pantry?
Yeah, we can just call it
Shelves.
shelves.
Yeah.
That if we squint there.
Might be a pantry.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this again, great use of space. But like the light is just phenomenal. Like it's a pretty grey, miserable day here in London, and this light that lets this through is just absolutely phenomenal. So this is an addition that we loved, but also were quite skeptical about. So this is just like a corrugated roof. Now, as I've spoken about this before, this is going to be a project where Zara and I really learn about development and renovation, and it's going to be a slow renovation. It's not going to be anything that's
It's a very light project.
very, very light project. But the idea is that when we view this property, a lot of Victorian terraces do side returns. Now, it's going to be subject to planning and obviously cost, but the hope is that if we can, and it would add value that would return, potentially do a full glass side return. So this would be all glass the whole way to the end of the property to make this a huge open plan kitchen with an island and some kind of dining area. So yeah, that's what the plan is. Fingers crossed that can happen, but again, this is in years to come. It's not going to be anytime soon.
You have to stay around for a couple of years for that.
Yeah, be sure to subscribe because there's going to be some immediate works that we'll do, and then there'll be stuff that we do in the future. We're not going to go out to the garden just yet because I haven't got any shoes on, but what we can do is head on upstairs. We have a downstairs cupboard that we've just popped the deck chairs in. That's what we've been sitting on because we have no furniture in here at all.
And this is filled with spiders, we found.
It is, so I'm not going in there ever. This is Zara's job, and Zara's job only.
Maggie can do it.
You can be the spider detective. Maybe we could make this into a downstairs toilet one day, because there currently is no downstairs loo. Again, it's just classic of this type of property. So come on through, and then we're going to head upstairs.
Someone's going to race you. Go on then, Max.
Up we go. So this is the hallway style landing. Again, it's not big. We viewed properties that had more upstairs space, but I think we're going to have to be really clever in how we utilise this because it is very tall, and there is a ceiling skylight as well that does flood this landing with light. So come on through to the master bedroom. Very, very handy storage cupboard here. How good. Oh, got a pink
I
pom
know,
pom.
I think there's also a piece of Lego in there.
Lovely. Oh yeah, we've inherited a piece of Lego and a ping pong ball.
Honestly, our eyes are going to be opened over the next few weeks.
We are yet to go into the loft.
I think that's a video in itself.
And that might be a video in itself.
It looks ajar.
Oh, fun. Yeah, I'm going to keep a hold of those. But yeah, great storage, you know, full height, so we can make this into a cloak room, or we could add more shelves Again, we haven't really thought.
Even just bathroom additional products on the
Yeah.
top for now could be useful.
Yeah, towels, that kind of thing. It's all perfect. So this is the master bedroom. So this is the front of the property, and it's a double bay fronted property. So again, classic of the Victorian style. Sometimes single bay. This is double bay. So this is going to be Zara's bedroom. Hello. You know I've got a ball, don't you? Again, we are going to do so much to this. We actually, as I said, have flooring arrived. So this is the carpet that was in the rental, and if it wasn't in such bad nick, we probably would have lived with it. But there is a certain smell. I'm just going to leave that there, and you can use that to your imagination. And now that the radiators are on, the smell is getting heightened.
Yeah, I'm happy you said that because I came in, I was like, it smells.
We were just going to rip it up, but we've since looked at the floorboards and they need a lot of TLC. So would have been great to sand them down, restore them, but I just think for practicality wise, it's not going to be doable. But lovely original fireplace. Look at this.
The tiles are my favourite thing.
Stunning. So nice. This isn't active, but I think to make a feature out of it, it'll be absolutely stunning. And again, we could look to maybe take this back to its original if we wanted to, or we can just, I mean, I think they've used a white gloss, but...
I think this is fine, we just need to work on the non-existent half.
But again, ceiling height is absolutely perfect. We're going to add some character back into this room with a picture rail, potentially corvin, ceiling rows, panelling perhaps, shutters, just to really restore the Victorian feature and charm. So, yeah.
One good thing as well in all of the property is the amount of plug sockets, which sounds like a random thing to say, but there's nothing worse.
5.
There's 5 in here.
5 double plug sockets, that's 10 plug sockets in total. So previous owners had this as a rental, as I said, so they rewired it. When they bought it, so we've looked at the sale history of this property online, and they bought it and we saw the condition of it, and it wouldn't have been suitable for us to move in. Let's just say that it was bad. Anyway, let's go on to the second bedroom. This is going to be Maggie's bedroom in the office. We've also inherited this really interesting light.
It's even worse when you turn it on.
God.
Oh, it's not.
I mean, sorry if you like that. I'm not keen.
No, I don't think many people are.
No. And also a really nice functional blind that is half hanging off. So that's fun.
I think we could repurpose that, you know.
Agreed. We can definitely
repurpose that in a tip. Anyway.
What did they do? The plan for this room is it's going to be a multifunctional space. So sofa bed would go here. It's also going to be for when guests stay as well. We will be fitting more clothes storage in here, so we're going to do floor to ceiling wardrobes to really make the use of this space. So we can obviously use that as an extra wardrobe, and also it's going to be a desk area as well, so we can use this as an office cum guest bedroom. And it's a really generous size as well, again, really tall ceilings, and I think we can have a lot of fun in this room, I feel like, whereas this is going to be a multifunctional space we can really make the most of it.
Colour.
Yeah, colour, let's do some colour, we love colour. I mean, the fact that it's all white is brilliant.
Yeah, it feels a bit like a dentist currently though, doesn't it? Like a dentist.
The stairs are carpeted as well, so we're going to look to probably carpet them again, but after we do
various work.
This project, which is, it's a job. So this is the bathroom. Now, it's a very small bathroom, and it was one of the main things that we were on the fence about, whether we could A, use this, and B, add to it. And since finding out that this could be potentially a load-bearing wall, it might have scrapped plans what we did have. However, I have faith that it isn't, and we can definitely do some magic. This could potentially be only not load-bearing, sorry, and just made out of really solid materials, so we need to look into that. But it does have a bath. So Zara's currently in the corner, and this is it. So we have a loo, and then a very large sink that is kind of a strange
Too
position.
large for the space.
So if you're sat, you kind of like, yeah, it's just bizarre. A wall-mounted cabinet,
which is handy.
Very handy. We're kind of glad that we've got that, to be honest. Then a bath shower with good water pressure, and we've checked that. It's all good. So yeah.
But in terms of like the shape of the room, I feel like looking at the ceiling helps. It's like a slanted L.
Yeah. So again, I will make this in a separate video about what we plan on doing, but I think this is one of the rooms in the house that's going to have the most change. It's probably going to be the most expensive to do, but I think the end result will be phenomenal if we can do what we have planned. So yeah.
Well, it's not staying like this.
No, that's for sure. But for now, it's somewhere to wash, and that's absolutely fine. And then into the last bedroom in the house. This is my bedroom. So this is, again, a really generous space, south facing as well, with 2 windows, so it lets in loads of light, which is really, really lovely. Again, it's a strange shape, but I think with the sloped ceiling as well, it feels cosy, but there's definitely potential to add space as well. So this is a stacked chimney breast, so again, ideally we'd remove this, if we can. This would be, again, something that we need to look at structurally. But the idea is that we'd get rid of that to add more space to the room. But yeah, another generous height plug sockets as well. Ideally the bed's going to go here, bedside tables, you get the gist of it. It's all going to be fine. And then yeah, we'll do the garden and that's it. Right, we have our shoes on. Now this is a rarity for London. Usually a garden is unheard of. A garden to this size, ridiculous. Come on out. So this is where we'd ideally put the side return. There is a huge cobweb here with a very big spider.
You can literally see it there.
Oh, actually make people sick. We've got nothing to help the little guy along, so I'm just going to duck down. This has been vacant for quite some time, so do excuse the state of it, but again, it's just how it is. So this is part of the garden. So this is kind of like the outside area, so we obviously just keep this as it is for now. And then if you look, this is our garden. So Zara's aunt is a very keen green-fingered gardener, as is my auntie as well. We've got 2 very, very, is that a snail?
Where? Yeah.
It's a very overgrown, very in need of some TLC garden. Zara's mum's also gonna get involved as well because she is in, we can say, the horticulture industry, so she can come and assist with strimming all this back, leveling it out. But I think the garden's something like 15 feet or something. 16
No, I
feet,
think,
like 20
well no, because that's 23.
Oh.
I think it's probably about 30.
It's a very, very big garden with a shed at the back. It goes so far deep. So the idea is that if we could only come out to this point of the house, that would be fine. We'd just do a simple side return. But if we can come out fully, then the house would end here. Double doors of lovely big French doors opening out to a very, very generous sized garden. Just still blow my mind that we're saying that right now, like it's just crazy. Anyway, let's go back inside where it's warm. Maggie, come. Okay, that concludes the house tour. Any questions you have, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. But I just want to say, and I know I've said this in previous videos, and I know I'm saying it now, thank you all so much for watching along. It feels like yesterday when we moved into our flat, and now that we're here, 4 years later, madness, absolute madness. It feels incredible, so thank you all so much. Stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, there is going to be a whole ton of moving content and decorating this place, renovating this place in the years to come, and just living. We're just living. Come.
Excitement.
Right guys, thank you so much for watching. Lots of love to you all, and I will catch you all very soon in a future video. Say bye, Maggie. Bye.
Welcome to my home.